So in a normal house, you will have a street name and a house number. In a computer, I am going to have an IP address which has network portion and host portion. Let's understand this with a dummy example. Imagine that you have three streets in your area. I have street 1, street 2, street 3. Okay. The first street name is gold. Second street name is silver. Third street name may be copper. Imagine that I have three houses in all these three streets, like three houses, three houses. Remember this dummy keyword, street name is equal to network portion, and house number is equal to host portion. Imagine that I have three houses in the first street. House number is 1, house number is 2, and house number is 3. Now, can you tell me the street name of house number 1?
Gold.
Street name of house number 2?
Gold.
Street name of house number 3?
Gold.
Okay. So when I say that there are three houses which are belonging to same street, or if you have three houses, in all these three houses, you are seeing the street name is same. I can say they are in same street. Now this house number 1 is in Silver Street. House number 2, Silver Street. House number 3, Silver Street. So when you write the address of house number 1, 2, and 3, if you are saying all these three houses having the same street name, you can tell they belong to same street. Okay. Similar to that, when I have an IP address, and if I see that IP1, IP2, and IP3 is having same network portion, in that case I can say they belong to same LAN network. If I see the street name, or I can say network portion is different, in that case I can say they belong to different LAN. So what I meant to say, by seeing a house address as a human being, we can identify the street name and house number, right? But for a machine, it cannot identify automatically which is my network portion, which is my host portion of an IP address. Or to identify that, or to help my computer, we are using something called Subnetmask, SM mask. And there are some default SM mask for class A, B, C. For class A, default SM mask is 255.0.0.0. For class B, it is 255.255.0.0. For class A, it is 255.255.255.0. Let's understand this technically. Imagine that I am giving an IP address, 10.0.0.1, and the default SM mask is 255.0.0.0. This is my SM mask, this is my IP address. So whenever you configure an IP address on a computer, on a router, on a switch, you have to provide SM mask. Without providing SM mask, you cannot configure any IP address. Now here you can see in my subnet mask, the first octet is 255 and the remaining 3 octet is zeros, right? So first octet, which is 255, which means on my IP address, first octet is my network portion and remaining 3 octet is my host portion. I'll tell you once again. Second example, I'll take second IP 10.0.0.2 SM mask 255.0.0.0. In my subnet mask, I have my first octet as 255, which means in my IP address, my first octet defines the network portion. in my subnet mask, remaining 3 octets are 0, which means remaining 3 octets on my IP address defines my host portion. Now host network portion I compared with street name, right? Now if I have 3 houses having same street name, which means they belong to same street. Similar to that, when I have two IPs with same network portion, see 10 here and 10 here. In that case, what I can say, they belong to same LAN network. Simple. Please,
புரியுது சொல்லுங்க.
let's understand with second example. Imagine that I have an IP address 10.0.0.1 and SM mask is 255.0.0.0. Second IP I have 20.001. SM mask is 255.0.0.0. So in my subnet mask, the first octet is 255, which means in my IP address, first octet is my network portion. Remaining 3 octets are my zeros, which means these 3 are my host portion. Similar to that, in my second IP address, first octet is 255, which means first octet is my network portion and remaining 3 octet is my zeros, meaning host portion. Now in these IP address like IP1 and IP2, is it my network portion same? Here it is 10, here it is 20. No, they are not
No.
same, which means these IPs belong to different
Different man.
LAN network. Okay. So whenever you want to connect same LAN network IPs or same LAN network devices, you have to use a device called switch. Okay. And whenever you want to connect different LAN network IPs, you have to use a device called router. So I hope you remember the yesterday's topic. Yeah. In last class, we saw about difference between hub, switch, and router, right?
ஆமா.
I told you the last difference is that router is used to connect one network to other network. Switch is used to connect one network to other network. Sorry, one network to same network. Now, seeing an IP address only, we can tell whether this PC, whether these two PC are in same network or these two devices are in different network.
Okay.
And using this method, you'll identify it.
Okay.
This is the major use of your subnet mask.